Good morning. It's a day out in the garden today. My continuing mission to tidy it up for the summer. First things first, I'm going to get on with mowing the lawn. Right, so I'm just making up a little box to go over my drain cover outside at the front of the house. Because the terracotta bit on the drain is buggered, so I'm going to put that on top of that, like that, and then I've got some old bits of decking, leftover bits of decking, which I'll put on like so, all around it, and then probably like that, and then that'll just make it presentable. I've literally made that up out of old bits of wood, literally old bits of decking which I had left over from a couple of years ago. Look, like this. And I've knocked that up, and after I'll give it a quick pressure wash and put some of that oil on it, and that'll look brilliant. Well pleased with that. So I'm just having some lunch. I pressure washed off the wooden box. Hello. While I had the pressure washer out, I've just done all the shed, pressure washed all the shed off, ready for painting it. And I thought, well, while I've got the pressure washer out and I've done the shed, I might as well do the fence ready for painting it. Busy, busy, busy. Peanut butter on toast. Very nice. Been quite a nice day, although it's come over overcast now. But it's quite warm. I love being outside on a weekday, when most other people are at work. So quiet, you can hear the birds singing. What birds do you get in your garden? We get starlings. Just had a robin in here this morning. While I was working, it was sitting on, not far away from me, on the fence. Don't see many blackbirds about here. Not really these days. Used to at my mum's house, you have this one that used to follow you around the garden. They're so friendly. Well, I'm going to have the rest of my lunch. Then I'm going to get on with the fence. I'm now having a well-deserved cup of tea. And a chocolate digestive or two, or 6 probably. I'm not a brand snob really, but think chocolate digestives, they have got to be, they've got to be McVitie's. In fact, any digestives needs to be McVitie's. In fact, it's even more important when it hasn't got chocolate on it. I don't know what it is. They just don't taste the same. See, I am a bit of a biscuit aficionado, really, as you can probably see. And sometimes the supermarket own brand is actually better than the big brands, because, alright, chocolate digestives by McVitie's are nice. Chocolate hobnobs, they're pretty good too. But as does chocolate Oaties. They cost half the price of hobnobs, and they are loads better. They're lovely. They're a real thick, chunky Oatie biscuit with chocolate on it, lashings of chocolate. Get some of them. I think you'll like them if you're into your biscuits. That's good. That's another thing. Tea. You need to. Supermarket owned tea's not that great. I think. I'm not sure what this is actually. I think it's just Yorkshire tea. Probably find out it's Tesco's own brand. It's quite nice though. But some cheap teas are not great. I've done well today. Lots of pressure washing I've done. All the fences, the shed, the path. I've got a dirt blaster head which has a very fine pencil jet which whizzes round really fast. And for doing like the patio, that does a good job on that. Although it does make a bit of a mess, but it's got it all off. And so yeah, that's done. And a little box, you see that? I've put that around. Basically, what it is that there's got a concrete cover on the drain outside the front of the house, and it's slightly broken, only cosmetic, but it doesn't look very nice. So rather than faff about getting a new one of those, I just covered it up with like I say, with a bit of decking wood. There's only offcuts which I had anyway. I just slapped a bit of oil on it and I've put it there. I think it looks alright, and then Mrs can put a plant or something on top of it or whatever. So, another little job done.